Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Thank you for your valuable time. And listeners and viewers, there was one previous episode about Sridhar Damle Ji. He is a research journalist and he has met Hedgewar Ji. He has seen him, but he never met him, right?
Yeah,
But Guruji, he did meet him in person.
I never seen Hidegger. Hidegger died in 1940. I born in 1942.
Oh, okay. So you met Guruji, right? But Guruvardhan
Yes.
Ji. Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
all of the successors of RSS, he has made him the key person, and he has done a tremendous research, and he has published a couple of books on the RSS. Sir, there was first edition printed in USA, right? Yeah,
yes, Westview Press,
and this was done in
87.
1987, and
Mhm.
after that, there was another edition was printed.
Yeah, in the another edition was printed in by Penguin in 2019.
Oh, okay. And
Yes.
surprisingly,
No, that is in English also, but Penguin reprint.
reprint in yeah,
Yeah,
and surprisingly, his edition was also printed in Chinese language.
yes. This is a Penguin publication. This is a Hearst at UK international publication with a different title,
Okay,
and a third is a Chinese China translated into the Chinese language, and
yeah.
so these are the things are.
So he has discussed so much with the RSS leaders, and we are going to get some more insight that what was the discussion because it was never been printed or never been documented anywhere. Uh, we are hoping that he will give us more intel and those things which are not printed or documented anywhere, we will come to know from him. Sir, first come first, if we start, how you motivated to write on RSS?
Okay, my uh, tremendous interest and curiosity about modern India and why India divided partition,
Hmm.
because there was academic study about the Congress Party. There is a Communist Party, Socialist Party. You get a lot of newspaper information in the newspaper.
Mm.
There was a good article about the Veer Savarkar contribution. But about RSS, when I was a student, I started being a college student. There was very few article. Most
Hmm.
of, to quote my co-author, Dr. Anderson, RSS is easy to misunderstood and difficult to understand.
Oh,
Hmm. So this thing, and when I was there, I read some of the articles critical to the RSS from Congress people, socialist people, communist people, and Hindu Mahasabha people, and some of the careerist people also. That RSS has a youth organization, but they are wasting the youth energy. RSS, ये RSS making the in Hindi, ये तरुणाई का अचार बनाती है. I mean,
yeah,
कुछ
yeah, yeah.
nothing come out of that,
Yeah.
nothing activity in that like that time. And some of the article I used to read, and I used to say, what happened? Why? Because there was no literature from RSS side that time. You know, but same time after the Chinese Indo-China war or Chinese aggression, is come out with the other side about the awareness about the Savarkar important about the India should be military strong, India should have foreign policy or like that. With that, with that come out awareness come out, and some of the thing about the Hindu youth utilization of the youth,
Mm-hmm.
and especially when the news published that on 26th January, Republic Day, government appeal to all the organization you, to participate in the Delhi parade, and only 3,000 RSS volunteer participate with the uniform.
Mm-hmm.
So what I read in the newspaper, the next after some time, the Congress party meeting, parliamentary meeting, Congress people criticized Pandit Nehru to invite RSS. So Pandit Nehru say we invited Congress Seva Dal also, but Congress Seva Dal was not able to provide 10, 25 people, and we invited other group also, but they were not ready about that. It was
Mm-hmm.
only RSS who responds with the number. That when I read that, I say, what is this? What is going on? Because nothing published so far from the RSS side except the small biography of Golokar Guruji and Dr. Hedgewar in Marathi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nothing. And the biography, how the Indians write the biography with the bhakti bhav rather than analysis.
Yeah.
So these things happening by reading that on this background, interesting person from doctor from Vadodara, Dr. D.V. Nene.
Mm-hmm.
He started writing article under the pseudonym Dadu Mia,
Yeah.
and explaining. He also wrote in detail about the RSS participation 26th January parade. Then he met Pandit Nehru that time. He asked Pandit Nehru about RSS, like thing, and the article published. His article published, and his article become popular among the young people like me. And just like I don't know whether you are aware, in the social media, certain people like a Marathi Bhautosekar capture
Mm-hmm.
the minds of the people. So Dadu Mia's article was become that kind of thing that time, because that time only print media. So people used to wait for his article, and he always write, and he cannot write only one article. He write a series of article. At least I jokingly told him, I say, you cannot write one. Can't you write in one article? Why you have to write 30 articles to explain the issue? But his style, being a doctor, who's coming to Vadodara, and he say joke. He told me also jokingly and some fact also. He say whenever anybody coming, I used to check them, three political leaders, and any political leader, when the person on the bed checking, when I start checking, I talk with about the politics, and the person become free and frank. So provide him the lot of material which like called inside story or something like that. So his article became popular, and I got him interested about that. So while also doing the job also, when with Walter, I got some access to the Indian archives, and get to read to know what the home ministry till certain period, not all file, but some file I got access to that, see the file. So that create the curiosity to understand what is RSS and why the RSS. That my motivation, and that till continue today.
So can you just give me us more details about the Hedgewarji?
Yeah, sure. Dr. Hedgewar was an unique personality in the whole in the Indian history. Matter of fact, on the eve of his centenary, I contribute article. Of course, know my name because that time in the India abroad, which reprinted in the souvenir at the UK Hindu Sangam, attended by 80,000 people. Souvenir, and the title of that, Dr. Hedgewar, epoch maker. And people ask me why he's a epoch maker. Then my point was thousands of years before, thousand years before, India was a rich country, advanced in education, shipbuilding, surgery, democracy, city management, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro Harappa, and the contribution in the science and all of the thing. So call used to call to be reach in such a way that attract to the inventor. But before first inventor come to Greek Alexander the Great, then Holmes and Shuck, but they come for the plundering. But when the Muslim came, they were not only inventor, but they come with the new religion, and that new religion of Islam won't won't tolerate Hindus concept of God and goddess and all other thing. So next 800 years, 600 years, they rule India. And when the invader come with the Ghori or Ghazni, Muhammad of Ghazni or Ghori, whosoever comes in India, they come with a small number,
Yeah.
3,000 cavalry. And because of they have the cavalry, which swift and fast mobilization, and there were so many Hindu kingdom, but each kingdom king fight on the top, sitting on the top of the elephant with the arrow and bow and arrow. Against they have these people used to have the horse riding, fast and soft mobilization, swift mobilization, and with the spear on the sword. Number one. Number two, when these attack and demolish the temples and attack and taking the slave and the man and woman. But in Hindu social system, like a division of four group, Varna system, everybody believe that only Kshatriya should fight.
Mm-hmm.
Remaining it become a social spectacle. Number one. Third number. Number four, there are so many kings. So Muhammad Ghazni come there, he defeated each and every king, and from Ghazni he came up to Somnath. Not only one, 16 times. How
Mm.
is how is happened? Because of the social situation, uh, and the second thing, apathy of the people, lack of unity, national consciousness. At the time of Alexander, emerged, emerged Chanakya,
Mm.
and he inspired Chandragupta overthrow the Patliputra Nanda king and establish Maurya Chandragupta empire from there to the Kandahar and all things. But all these factors led to the fall of conquer of that. Another given example, when not Alexander, Alauddin Khilji, he crossed with 3,000 soldiers, horse rider. He walked all the way. He crossed Vindhyadri mountain, Mountain. Then he came up to the today's Aurangabad. And when he sees Aurangabad fort, then the Yadav king woke up. Why can't Yadav king has the intelligence service or aware about Alauddin Khilji is planning to attack, or why he doesn't have prevent Alauddin Khilji in the north of the Vindhya mountain, which Shivaji Maharaj did in 16th century. That is happening. When the Yadav, Devgiri Yadav was defeated and he was supposed to give his daughter to the Alauddin Khilji, in spite of that, he showed the way how to go to Andhra Pradesh. So this is the political situation in India at that time. And that we can see today some one way part or another part in India today also.
Yeah.
What
So
what tendency we Savarkar described, what tendency described, what I had to do means whatever happening, oh, it's happening in the Kashmir. Whatever happening is I am safe. What is happening in Bangladesh or Bengal or Kerala, I am safe. That kind of the apathy or attitude, mindset happening. This is happening on this background. Dr. Hedigevar, young doctor from Nagpur, he created RS. He started RSS with the five young youth, and today he's become a largest or organization in the world.
yeah.
So who is a Dr. Hedigevar?
Hmm.
Then we can talk about Dr. Hedigevar. Dr. Hedigevar born in the conservative priestly family of Nagpur. Matter of fact, the Hedigevar migrate from Andhra Pradesh to Nagpur. So when I met Moraji Bhai Desai, when I interviewed Moraji Bhai Desai at Chicago, Moraji Desai, as usual, as a political nowadays, he passed the remark, "Oh, RSS is a Brahmin organization, and that is the only Maharashtrian Brahmin organization.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Some Maharashtrian Brahmins." So I told him, I say, Moraji Bhai, you are, you study in my college, Wilson College. You know Marathi very well, fluent in Marathi. You were the chief minister and home minister of Bombay. And I'm surprised, being a political leader and all thing, I'm surprised about the lack of information. He said, what kind of lack? I say, number one, neither Dr. Hedgewar, RS at that time have only three Sarasanga Chalak. And neither Dr. Hedgewar nor Balasaheb Devras, Maharashtrian. They migrate from Andhra Pradesh to Nagpur. Their
Hmm.
forefathers migrate from Andhra Pradesh to Nagpur. And Murarji Bhai say, oh, RSS leadership is Chitpam Brahmin. Not only Maharashtrian, Chitpawan Maharashtrian Brahmin. I say another thing, none of these people are Chitpawan.
Chitwan Brahmi. Yeah.
Apart from that, this humorous thing, Hedigevar family migrate to Nagpur. His father was priest. It is, and his elder brothers also priest. But elder brothers thing and young Hedigevar, while doing the exercise and priest and all this thing, he attended school. And when he attended school, he has thing, unique thing, which rarely we can see among that time or today also, patriotic feeling. At the age of 8, that time Queen Victoria was the British celebrated golden jubilee of Queen Victoria's power, empress in India, and along with the lectures and the music and dance, and they distribute the sweet at the high schools to the students.
Hmm. Hmm.
And whatever you get, a first student like the young people like sweets, and whatever you get free, that another thing.
Yeah.
And there was everybody rushing to get thing. When Dr. Hedge was given sweet, he took it, and when it come out, he threw out. And everybody say, "Don't you like sweet?" He say, "I like sweet." Well, why can't you? He say, "No, the sweet was given because of the golden jubilation of Queen Victoria, and she is a foreign ruler. Age of 8, he has that feeling, that unique thing. First thing. Second thing, when he was in high school, he was such a good person, talking with all the students, rarely fight with each other, fighting with the bully or bulliness of fighting. And so he got so many students become his follower. Means he was an organization skill he has from that childhood. So at the time of the after partition of Bengal,
Mm.
there was a nationalist feeling. So how to express the nationalist feeling? So when the education inspector visited his school, he organized such a way as soon as inspector entered, all the students got up as a respect, and rather than say good morning or namaste, all the students say Vande Mataram.
Oh.
It's happened in first one class, it's happened in second class, other class, all of the each class in the school is inspector was received by this slogan of Vande Mataram. So inspector was angry, and principal got shaken up, and the principals rusticate all the students. So,
Mm-hmm.
but there was a pressure for continued education of the student. So prominent people got involved and say, "If all these are kids, they do not understand, forgive them," and like that. But how to back down? So school authorities say, principal say, he will stood at the door, and as soon the student enter, he will ask, "Do you feel sorry?" So if student refuse, only he has to do move his head, yes, and then student can enter the class. Only two students refused. That one of two students was Dr. Keshav Baliram Hedgewar. Then he was rusticated. In spite of he lost his parent when he was at early age, and then he went to Yavatmal. Then he went to come to Pune to do his graduation, high school graduation. After high school graduation, meanwhile, young boy Hedgewar was a known to prominent leader of Nagpur or Central Province, Dr. Munjay. And Dr. Munjay was staunch Tilakite nationalist person.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a after partition of Bengal in India, there was a two kind of thing: open protest, means in the writing or slogans or like that, and second was revolutionary group who believe is revolution to overthrow the British rule. So there was a revolutionary organization like us, Abhinav Bharat of Savarkar in the Pune area, but the big group was Anushilan Samiti at Nagpur, and that Anushilan Samiti was such that first bomb exploded in India in Bengal. So Dr. Munjay thought we should have that technique, knowledge of technique, and we should have connection. When he sent young Keshav to Nagpur, higher study for medical study to Nagpur.
Mm-hmm.
And when young Keshav joined the Nagpur at Calcutta, of course, Dr. Munjay supported him both financially as well as the letter of introduction and all these things. And when young Keshav attended National Medical College at Nagpur, he used to stay with the Marathi fraternity group. But there he realized, being his friendly nature, he was very, very cooperative, talking with the student from Punjab, student from Tamil Nadu, student from other part of India. And there he has an interaction with all of them. In spite of that, being a nationalist feeling, there was a keeping distance with the group within the on the boundary of linguistic boundary or sampradaya sectarian boundary. But Hedgewar wanted to have come together, like all the people come together, and to that he used to talk with all of them, and he was in such a way that he was promoted, not only accepted, but he was promoted in the inner circle of Anushilan Samiti,
Mm-hmm.
and where he got a contact with he was introduced to the editor and a leader of the called Amrut Bazaar Patrika. And during the famine time, flood time, he participated at Ramakrishna Mission's Seva work about the patient. So this Dr. Hedgeo, after graduation, he come back to the Nagpur. Nagpur was the capital of the central province. And
Hmm.
that time, according to data, that time, there are only 32 doctors in the whole state of central province. So Dr. Hedgeo would have easy to earn the money, get married, have the good life, but he decided to sacrifice his life for the country's freedom and organize people. So he told his uncle also, people that, but when he joined that, after coming Nagpur, the World War I was there. So he organized revolutionary groups in Central Province, in Rajasthan area, in Maharashtra area, to some contact in Goa also. Of course, he had a contact with the Bengal and Punjab, and he tried to smuggle bomb making material or or revolver and pistol
Hmm.
to the Central Province. But there he realized the revolutionary activity need to be secretive. Number one, it's very difficult to keep the secret. Third thing, sometime is over enthusiasm control. Very difficult to control the over enthusiasm of the young people.
Yeah.
Or sometime if somebody get arrested, that person cannot face the police torture and disclose the name, so damage the whole thing.
Yeah.
And unless you have the social support from the society, you cannot do the activity. Means I'm talking about. So Heidegger realized this should be broad based rather than small revolutionary dedicated revolutionary group. So after then he joined Tilak. Tilak came back from the Mandalay, and he joined the Tilak Congress, and he participated in all agitation and such a way. So when then after the death of Tilak, Congress session was organized in the Nagpur, which was the biggest Congress session in the Congress history that time. I mean, first almost like a Congress started 83, so 17 plus 20 means 37 in history. That was the largest, biggest, attended by more than 10,000 people.
Oh.
And that's why the way the tent were organized in Nagpur area, that place was known as a Congress Nagar,
Hmm.
like now Mahakumbh, but 10,000. So to organize this thing, is that okay?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
To organize this thing, they had a volunteer group, and Dr. Hedge was assistant chief of that volunteer group of the thousands young people. And he realized only that the way the volunteer was treated as a servant to move the chair, bring the food to the leader or like that. So Heidegger appealed the volunteer means those who want to do for the society and country. They should be future. They are the not only important but the future leader of the community, young people. So he feel, and that time before 1916, according to his close aide Appaji Joshi from Warda. Appaji Joshi from Warda, he was the Congress secretary of Warda, and
Hmm.
Mahatma Gandhi's headquarters, Mahatma Gandhi ashram was at Warda. So Appaji Joshi has good connection with Mahatma Gandhi also and all Congress leaders. So Dr. Heidegger talked with him, and Appaji Joshi respected Dr. Heidegger as a great sacrifice, his patriot, and he considered, in spite of age, he considered Heidegger as a leader. And Dr. Heidegger started talking with him according to Appaji Joshi's article, which published in the later on in 1970. He say Heidegger wanted to organize the Indian youth organization. in 1916, 1920, all these things. But after Gandhiji's non-cooperation movement, Dr. Heidegger participated and he was sent to jail for 1 year. Uh, and his speech defense at the court, according to judge, is was more sedition, than his lecture. So he was sent to jail for 1 year. And when he come back, and after failure of the Gandhiji non-cooperative organization ended, and the Khilafat movement uh, that ended into the Hindu-Muslim riot. I will
Hmm.
I will talk about the Hindu-Muslim riot, but that riot was in Nagpur. In Nagpur, there are some mosques on the street, and whenever Hindus procession mean music, drum beat, and all of sound, song, bhajan, and the Muslim oppose. And Muslims say you have no right to have procession. So matter went to court, and court gives the decision. The Hindu has a right, civil right to have the procession, to have the procession. This is British decision.
Yeah.
And but just for the Hindu-Muslim compromise formula was at the time of namaz, they should not, the procession can no music in the front of the mosque, and which Hindu follow. But Muslim get one or two step ahead, and they say, "Oh, you cannot have the music at all in front of mosque."
Hmm.
Then whenever then Hindu also follow 200 500 feet before the mosque and 500 feet after the mosque, they stop to play the music. But when they had the procession, dharmic procession, there was a small bell in the front of the goddess or god or goddess, and even a Muslim opposed that. So Dr. Heidegger say, what is going on? So that time Hindu come together in Nagpur under the leadership of the title head of the Nagpur, Bhosle of Nagpur, King Bhosle of Nagpur, and Dr. Muji formed the Hindu organization, Hindu Sabha in Nagpur. And they say, we have the right, civil right. We are going to have the music with the bell music. And Dr. Heidegger said, we should have drum also, dolak.
Hmm.
And but dolak play, they were afraid of the Muslims. So Dr. Heidegger hold of dolak, and he used to play the dolak from start to the end, not just to provoke, but start to the end. This happened, but he realized how this thing happening because the Hindus are divided. So Hindu youth to train in such a way, being come together is a beginning. Staying together is hard work. Then you come out the some kind of the solution. So at 25th of September 1925, he called the meeting, which attended by Dr. Munche and V.V. Kelkar, all of the people. And he said, I'm going to start organization, organization. You, and they say, all we are almost like a senior people. He said, no, I have 5 young boys. With 5 young boys, the names are there. So I can read the names to you in case if you need that. But 5 boys he started RSS. But before that, I want to give the history point. Veer Savarkar was free from Andaman,
Hmm.
and he brought back, and the British were not ready to free him at all. So there, after the negotiation, British say Savarkar can stay only in Ratnagiri district, which is a very difficult. There no transportation, no railway, nothing like that. He can stay at the Ratnagiri district. He cannot participate in the politics, and he cannot go up, out of the Ratnagiri district unless the permission from the collector. But there, Dr. Savarkar, in the jail also, when Savarkar faced the situation in Andaman and realized that need of unity, Savarkar wrote a book, manuscript, Hindutva. Who is Hindu? And his definition was from Sindhu to the Sindhu means river, to the Sindh means to the ocean. The country and people who consider Bharat as a Punya Bhumi, holy land, and Pitra Bhumi, meaning common history. They are Hindu. So his manuscript smuggled from the jail and came to the Nagpur at Savarkar's former colleague, barrister V.V. Kelkar. And that book was read, and Dr. Heidegger attended, listened to that book. Just like Narendra Modi, Dr. Heidegger was a great listener. He listened the whole thing. He read the book. Then Savarkar elder brother, who was also Andaman for 25 years punishment, but he was released because of the bad health. So he traveled for Hindus. He come together, and Baba Rao Savarkar means Ganesh Damodar alias Baba Rao Savarkar came to Nagpur. So Dr. Heidegger meet, talk with him, listen to him, ask question, and all these things. So when Savarkar came to Ratnagiri, Savarkar did as a formula for the accepted condition to do more social work and covert patriotic work. So when Savarkar came to Ratnagiri, another interesting thing from part of history, I'm just going back, when Dr. Heidegger was at Calcutta, V. Savarkar, younger brother, Narayan Damodar, alias Bal Savarkar, was a student for the medical student at Calcutta. So Dr. Heidegger, being a Maharashtrian, did like some kind of the fraternity contact, and Savarkar was allowed to send one letter per year, and that was also censored later. But whatever the letter that published in book form come letters from Andaman, if you get everybody should read that letters is a book form now. Letter from Andaman, and Dr. Heidegger used to read that later also. So he was inspired, and he knew Savarkar escaped from the ship and all these things. Uh, so he has great regard. So with Narayan Rao Savarkar, Dr. Heidegger visited V. Savarkar in the Savarkar came in January 1924 at Ratnagiri. So Dr. Heidegger visited Veer Savarkar at Ratnagiri, and he stayed with him for 3 days. And they discussed and the need of the Hindu organization and all this thing. So that accepted come from at the formulation of the RSS. So he started organization. First couple of times, Heidegger was only uh, they meet every day, but exercise and meet every day and Sunday political lecture. And after 6 months, in the March 26, he called the colleague, become from 5 to become a 40, 50, because Dr. Heidegger was inspiring life of revolutionaries and activists, and Dr. Heidegger was very good rifle shooter and all boldness.
Mm-hmm.
So young people attracted to him. And Dr. Heidegger said, we formed the organization, but we need to need to name the organization. So what do you think? Good names. So one person say Jari Patka means some saffron flag with the Jari. The second person say Maharashtra Swayansemak Sangha. And Dr. Heidegger say, are we want to work only in Maharashtra? We want to free the country, freedom for the country. Then third person with Dr. Heidegger was feedback, and he suggested name Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. One person suggested Hindu Swayamsevak Sangh. So Dr. Hedgewar say Hindu and Rashtriyas are same
Hmm.
because Hindu is a foundation. This land belonged to the Hindu for thousands of years. Hindu culture is there. Hindu history is there. So Hindu and nationality, Rashtriya, both are same. So that name 1925 Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. He has a colleague, early colleague in the revolutionary uh, who was there. Then started around another Anna Soni, who was very very strong in the lathi, in the sword fight, in the dragon fight with the uh, knife and spear fight also. And not only he was very good in that, but he manufactured all these things
Hmm.
at
Hmm.
home. So he trained young Swansung about that. And in 1927, again start because of this communal feeling, there was possibility of the Hindu-Muslim riot. But Hedgewar and his group, being a Shivaji's follower, they follow the Shivaji strategy. Know you should know the opponent or your enemy's plan in advance. Don't get so far in 1961 to 1926. The communal riot every day started at the beginning, most of 97. This is database. I'm giving you the historical data until today. 97 time is an instigator or provocators have been Muslims.
Oh.
Yeah. And they come together in the large number with the lathis and all of the thing, Allah Akbar, and attack Hindus. And Hindus are divided into the gully. This is for called uh, Sona Gully or Tailor Gully or Carpenter Gully, like that. And they know each other, but they don't have interaction. So it becomes some kind of scattered resistance, but many times the first 2 days Hindus were suffered at the riot till today. And the third day, when the Hindu tried to come together, the British used to send the police or army for the peace. And Congress leader used to, for the non-violence and Hindu-Muslim unity, shut, shut up whole thing. But in Nagpur, when they come to know the Muslims are going to do at the time of Navaratra, in Nagpur area, Navaratra, the goddess has uh, have the so many gene, all that's what do we call uh,
Jewelry.
jewelry, and they have the heavy food like puran poris and vada bhat. And once you have that, you feel sleepy for the nap time. So at that time, they decided to attack, have the riot. But these people got information earlier. So Anna Soni, or Dr. Hediga was left Nagpur. And Anna Soni organized 125 young people. We train young people for self-defense and 125, and each gully they keep certain number. So as soon these people come there, झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा डंडा नीचे रहे हमारा,
Hmm.
and with the Allah Akbar slogan, as soon as they cross one gully, they come to second gully, third, and second and third gully, they were stopped by 25, 30 people with the lathi in hand. And a lathi fight They were trained lathi fight. I was told that what I'm talking to you when I was in Calcutta in 1914 January. There was a young senior pracharak, Dikshit, Keshav Dikshit, who saw met Dr. Hedegawa and he did all the thing. He told me that lathi training was such a way. First strike of the lathi on the knee, the person should be just like a teaser.
Mm-hmm.
Second strike should be on the arm, and third strike should be here on the head. So with this kind of aggressive resistance, it's happened the first day of the riot. 5 Muslims were killed, and the riot becomes such a become like that. So Muslims always got they back down against the second day they started that, but they could not do anything. They sent their family in advance out of Nagpur. So in 2 days riot, they realized every day the Hindus are beating them. When the 125, they are joined by the people from gym, akhadas and Vyamshala.
Mm.
And then they happened and they realized they could not do anything. So interesting history is that after that 1927, next 50 years, no Muslim riot took place in Nagpur.
Oh.
The second thing, as soon this news spread up all over India, Dr. Hedge was invited at the Hindu Mahasabha session in, I think, in Jabalpur. Hedge did not go, but General Secretary of Hindu RSS, young person, he went with the RSS uniform and he gave the inspiring lecture about how a riot happened. And what I'm talking about, this is one side of the history. Second part, that time Congress leader at Nagpur, Barrister Govindrao Deshmukh, he wrote 3 volumes autobiography published in 1950. He was a Congress dedicated, staunch Congressite
Oh,
person.
whose autobiography?
Dr. Barrister Govind
Yeah, yeah.
Deshmukh.
He wrote autobiography on whom?
No, himself. Autobiography means his own story.
Oh, okay.
He was a Congressite, Congress leader. He was a member of the Congress party, MP in the assembly. In the second volume, there was almost 52 pages on Nagpur riot. And the next chapter was Loho Purush Dr. Hedgewar. In
Mm-hmm.
Congressite, he praised Dr. Hedgewar as the Iron Man. So I'm giving that is the second part. Third part from the CID report, Home Ministry report. So this is happening in Nagpur. And Dr. Ediga said, we need an organization so that after riot, people realize the importance of the RSS Shakha. Before that, used to have only 2 Shakha at the Nagpur. Then become a expansion took place. So how to do the expansion? Shakha means is the training center. You need a teacher, you need a professional teacher. Professional I mean proficiency teacher. Some yeah. So Dr. Hedegaard trained young people and tell them go to the other city and conduct shakha. So that thing happening expansion of shakha. Then he started to say go to the other district, start the shakha. Then go to the central province Hindi provincial area. And Dr. Heidegger realized we need a Hindi. So far, Shakha was in Marathi area. So we need a fluency in Hindi. So Heidegger also he was good Hindi speaker. He go to the Jabalpur and all area by himself and contacted Shakha, started Shakha. So after this thing happening, in 1931, Babarao Savarkar asked Heidegger to come to Karachi. and he introduced them and he said, start Shaka. So when Dr. Heidegger told about Shaka, that time Hindu mindset was because Arya Samaj has also Pracharak, but Arya Samaj Pracharak was paid.
Mm-hmm.
They start Shaka means, so advertisement was telling that if you attend the Shaka, we will give jalebi and milk, like that, but that cannot, Dr. Heidegger said that cannot be Shaka. Then Baba Rao Savarkar asked Dr. Heidegger to expand the Shaka in the British in Bombay Presidency. And Dr. Baba Rao Savarkar accompanied South. So Dr. Heidegger traveled to Pune, Karad, YB Chavan place, Sangli, Kolhapur area, like that. And Baba Rao Savarkar has a good contact, so he introduced them. And first Shaka in 1932, out of Vidarbha area, started in Pune. Again, Dr. Heidegger was sent from Nagpur, train to train Sansar as a college student. One in Pune, one in Ahmednagar, and they should train the student, Sansar there, local. Then
Mm-hmm.
encourage, why not the student for the college education go to the Nagpur college only, Islap or college or like that. Why not they go to the other part of India? So he encouraged the student to go to the Banaras because Malviya encouraged and Bhayaji Dani went Banaras Hindu University and there he made started Shaka and Malviya liked the Shaka such a way thing. He gave the space and a room, two rooms as a office, RSS Karyalaya at the Banaras Hindu University, which was demolished during the emergency. But and there college student Bhayaji Dani met Professor Golwalkar. Then he talked with Golwalkar, but Golwalkar was a mostly spiritual minded person, but he has patriotic feeling. So he has a kind of dilemma, combination of spirituality and patriotism. So Bayaji Dani introduced him to the Shaka. Golwalkar attended the Shaka as a guide. This is happening. Then after some time, he sent four students to Punjab. One went to Lahore, one went to Peshawar, one went to Attak, like different part of Punjab, to start the Shaka. But while doing this, Dr. Heidegger found two mature followers. Appaji Joshi was there, Varda, but two more. One was Dada Paramarth and second was Baba Sahib Apte.
Mm.
And they also travel different part of India to start Shaka or talk with the people, meet the people and start a Shaka. So Dr. Heidegger has a two people first, three followers. His close colleague, Kaure, revolutionary colleague, he passed away after 2 years. So after first Sangha Shiksha Varga, Dr. Heidegger started winter camp for 7 days, winter camp to train. Then he started 40 days training camp at summer, Nagpur. First year, second year, and third year. Now he's in India, he's transferring to the first year is the state level, second year with the Kshatriya or two or three state together, and third year is the All India Nagpur. So Heidegger started, and Heidegger travel being a, he did not have money, that much money. So whatever the money earned, his brother earned at the priesthood, so running the family. So Dr. Heidegger has a problem also many times. So some of the Nagpur people say, why not we started, we will give money. Dr. Heidegger say, refused to take the money. Then they form the company and say, you are a medical advisor and we'll give money like that. But Heidegger never accept that thing. But he traveled a lot and so much of the suffering means about the food and all of the thing. his health was not in good shape, and he has hard time. So he realized in 1932 his health is not good shape. So he was looking somebody to continue the, because in 1929 he was selected by Sangha different Sangha as a Sara Sangha means chief of the RSS. And Dr. Hedgewar did not like it, but he says, since you give me the responsibility, I will do it. But keep in mind, when you feel I'm not good, I will step down and being a Sensok only. And this is not a top from the order. This is a family type. Sarasanga Chalak is only the head of the family.
Hmm.
The consultation, we take all collective decision in the consultation and unanimous, but discipline. So he traveled a lot, and while doing this, health not going. He was looking. I'll tell you another unknown. Heidegger, Dr. Heidegger wanted Veer Savarkar to be Sarasanga Chalak.
Oh.
Yeah. His colleague Yadava Joshi mentioned in that. But because when the Savarkar was at Ratnagiri for 5 years, after that they extended that agreement compulsion next 3 years. The second time, third time, when Heidegger heard this thing, he cried, and he invited Veer Savarkar at 26 Vijayadashmi Utsav in Nagpur. But Veer Savarkar could not go there. So he asked at least somebody. So Dr. V.M. Shinde, the non-Brahmin leader of the Savarkar colleague, he came to Nagpur. But he refused to be chief guest because he said, Heidegger put Savarkar picture on the chair and Shinde top. So he feel like a Veer Savarkar, but Veer Savarkar could not do because of the restriction and all these things. So his second target was Barrister Jaikar, who
Oh.
later become a judge at the British Privy Court, London. That's why he went to London. So he could not be, he say, I'm going to London to be judge. But he was looking for somebody who has an all India mind, who can, who has an intellectual, who can talk in Hindi, in English, and plus ideal person and trained person. So he found when Golwalkar was come back to Nagpur after the Banaras Hindu University, and he went, but suddenly he got a urge for the spirituality so much he left everything, home and everything, and went to the Ramakrishna Mission ashram. And Vivekananda Guru Bandhu was his teacher, and he spent almost like a year with him, and then he got Diksha, Ramakrishna Mission Diksha. And after the Diksha, the Swami Akhandananda passed away. And but he told Guru that your place is not here, means Ramakrishna Mission. You have broad goal. So he came back to Nagpur, and as soon as he come back, Dr. Heidegger contacted him, and Guru, being a professor at the BHU, people call him Guruji. The reason is that Golwalkar was MSc in botany,
Oh.
but Golwalkar was fluent in such a way he taught student in economics class. He taught student in Sanskrit class. He was voracious reader. He almost read 40,000 books
Oh.
in different topics. Medical also, being he wanted to become a doctor, so he read about medical thing, Ayurveda as well as the Western medication. So Golwalkar was and right, and when the doctor had Golwalkar was given the responsibility at the camp, in charge of the camp manager, and Golwalkar did efficiently and with lovingly. When somebody is sick, he used to sit down next to the sick person whole night. Next day morning again being like that. So he's seen the dedication, proficiency, efficiency, and the organization skill and the leadership skill of Golwalkar. Then he sent him to Mumbai to start Shakha there. He sent him to Calcutta also. He sent him to the in charge of the 40 days camp in Nagpur. So slowly he realized in 1939 he appointed Golwalkar as the general secretary of the RSS. And 40, Dr. Hedigawa's health was down in such a way. So when he coming back and he could not tolerate suffering, he could not hard to tolerate. So medical doctor decided to do the lumbar puncture, means take the water from his spine cord. So before that, he told Golwalkar, I will do that thing if you promise me to continue the RSS, being taking responsibility, being charged of that. And he told same thing to the young Yadurao Joshi, who became a later on the prominent RSS leader. That thing, but after lumbar puncture, Dr. Hidgar became unconscious and he died in 1940. But after all the Sangha meeting, 13 days meeting took place almost like a 10 days discussion who will be next Sangha. And I'm telling you some spicy story about that. Dr. Hidgar's name was Keshav.
Yeah.
Keshav Baliram Hidgar. Baliram, a father name. Keshav. And Savarkar's younger brother's name was Narayan.
Oh.
When the Golwalkar Guruji's name was Madhav.
Yeah.
So when the Madhav Golwalkar Guruji name announced, some Chitpan Brahmins from Maharashtra sarcastically say in the Sandhya, you do the say Keshwaya Nama, Narayana Nama, Madhavaya Nama.
Why Nama?
He's that sarcastically say, how come Madhav came first? Narayan should follow, and like that. And because Golwalkar was unknown to outside of the thing, but he was such a good speaker, Hindi speaker, because he spent his childhood in the Hindi area, Jabalpur area of the. His father was a teacher there, so his Hindi was such a fluent, without Marathi accent.
Mm-hmm.
So when Dr. Hedgewar took him with him to Lahore, Lahore, and Dr. Hedgewar was not that good. So Dr. Hedgewar said, Professor Golwalkar will give talk. And Golwalkar give talk in the Lahore Baudik also. Another interesting unknown story, spicy story, came to know. It was told to me in Thane, who was the students in the 1939 at BHU, that at the BHU there are two Swansar who graduated in the MSc in engineering, and they got a scholarship, going abroad scholarship, going to England, and send up party was organized, and Golwalkar was invited. Dr. Hedigar was invited, and Dr. Hedigar took Golwalkar to with him, and when they there, BHU organized Golwalkar lecture on Gita. Was on the platform where two people, Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya and Dr. Radhakrishnan. And Golwalkar said, this fellow who passed away, he told me, Golwalkar do the Padmasan, sit and Padmasan on the table and give 1 hour talk about Gita Upanishad in English. And after the lecture, when he do the namaskar to both of them do, the blessing and say, wonderful lecture. I mean, when Golwalkar lecture was praised by Madan Mohan Malviya and Dr. Radhakrishnan. So
Mm-hmm.
at the evening time meeting, after night time meeting, stand-up meeting, Dr. Hedge was asked, हमारा रत्न कैसा है?
Yeah.
I'm giving three background about why the Dr. Hedge selected Golwalkar. And Golwalkar, he was good writing in English, Hindi, Marathi, good speaker in Hindi, English, Marathi, in Sanskrit also. So Dr. Hedge was selected and Golwalkar became a Sarasanga Chalak. But uniqueness of Dr. Hedge was introduction of the new innovation called Shakha.
Hmm.
Coming together 1 hour where you get the feeling there is no low and no caste feeling, no low caste, or rich or poor, and all these things. You are the comrade, brother. What Savarkar used to criticize, he wrote so many articles against the seven barrier of the Hindu unity. Touch me not means
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
touch me not, no food with you. The carpenter's son should be carpenter, tailor's son should be tailor, like that compulsion. Then you cannot cross the go abroad, Sindhu Bandi and Shuddhi Bandi. So all these things, Savarkar criticized very seriously. His criticism was so stronger than the missionary criticism
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
because
hmm.
Savarkar say there is no Varna system, no caste system. All Hindus are one. But Hedgewar, Savarkar article was very logical, rationalist, but people has faith. You cannot hurt anybody's faith, whether right or wrong. What
Yeah.
Hedgewar did, he implemented into Shakha. When saints sons have come together in Shakha, you don't know who's you're next to you, what caste, never asked caste. Then you eat together. Then every seven has to do certain manual work like a camp type, clean the land, build a tent, make a make a facility for the bath and toilet,
Hmm.
cooking food, serving the food, wash the dishes, being a guard, security guard. So each seven has to do all the duty. So it's like giving the casteless or family friendly, or there's no feeling in that. So that is the second thing. Third thing, he used to do the every weekly charcha discussion along with the Baudik discussion. What we did it wrong in the last this week, what we supposed to do next week, what we supposed to do this year after 5 years, like that discussion and collective decision. It's not one man; it's a collective decision. And this kind of uniqueness, what we call Karyakarta Nirmiti, Dr. Edgar did it. And with this, a Karyakarta went to the different part of India and spread up the Shakha. So that is Hedgewar contribution. Think globally, act locally, and work collectively.
Yeah.
That, that's why I call Dr. Hedgewar. He's Dr. Hedgewar is a modern. Sorry, he's a yeah he's a urban social modern social reformist. What we see today in India about the cities, people live together, all these things. But that time, Dr. Hedgewar introduced this thing and spread up the Shakha. So that introduction, that whole thing became a foundation of the RSS in early stages. So while talking about RSS, we should talk 100 years now. RSS is in 100 years. So we had to make, there is four different stages. One is in 1925 and to 1950. Second is 1925, 1950 after the Gandhi assassination, ban on the organization, and again the rehabilitation toward the 1975. Means RSS blaze, the prominent leader like Jai Prakash Narayan, Moraji Desai, Jagjanam blazed the RSS, recognized the RSS. Then from 75 to 2000 almost, I mean from RSS biggest prominent role in the anti-emergency struggle to the Vajpayee become a Vajpayee government to 2004. Then
Yeah,
2004 to now, today. So this four part we should continue on the next time.
definitely, sir.
Okay?
Thank you so much.